Welcome back, everyone. So today we are doing the final E of the LOVEE method, which is equanimity. And equanimity means non-reactivity. And the greatest thing that I learned in my cancer journey was the less I reacted, the less I suffered. And I established this even-keeled mindset with doing this practice, the equanimity practice that we're going to do today. And the importance of cultivating equanimity or non-reactivity during a practice setting, the less we react to our emotions and thoughts and sensations in the body while we're meditating, the less we will react to circumstances in our life, right? So we're just cultivating this skill of not reacting, not being so reactive to whatever is happening in our lives. And I know that we're going through such a hard time right now. And the more we can cultivate this non-reactivity, the better we will be able to handle this circumstance with grace and deep, deep inner strength, right? And I want to clarify that equanimity does not mean apathy or you don't care. It just means that you're accepting the circumstance just as it is. And what happens is we shift from our amygdala, which is an almond-shaped organ in the brain right between the ears, which is the site of fight or flight. We shift from the amygdala to our prefrontal cortex, which is the site of reasoning and wisdom. So as we do this equanimity practice, our brain activity actually shifts into this site of reasoning. And with the more equanimous mind, we can engage with our doctors and be a part of our healing team, right? Make decisions from a clear mind related to our treatment, right? Rather than just completely in a reactive mindset. And not that reactivity is wrong or bad, but again, during these crucial decisions in our lives, it's best to operate from our higher wisdom, higher thinking, kind of our human brain, rather than our amygdala, which is like our lizard brain, right? Our stress response. So again, the purpose is not to move away or judge or shift our emotions. The purpose is just to shift into our higher thinking. Okay. So the last thing I want to say is LOVE, the first four, is essentially we're processing our emotion. We're labeling it, we're observing it, we're valuing it, and we're embracing it. And quite often, the emotion is seen and heard, and then it's soothed, right? So once the emotion is kind of soothed and settled a little bit, you can go back to equanimity, go to the final E, where we shift from our emotion itself to the circumstance. And we say the equanimity phrase, which is, things are as they are. May I accept things just as they are. So you're bringing acceptance to the circumstance. And that might be really hard to do because it's something you don't want to accept. But just for the sake of the circumstance, for the sake of this exercise, let's just try it on and just repeat the phrase with me and just see what happens to your nervous system. We'll just see what happens. So let's begin. So go ahead and bring both feet flat to the floor. Close your eyes. Let's take some deep breaths in and out through the nose. Just slowing down the breath. Allowing the mind to settle, and the body to soften. Sitting up tall in your noble meditation stance. Opening up the chest with pride, nobility. And soften all the muscles of the face. Making any last adjustments to the body so that you feel comfortable. And then dropping into stillness. Now, first bring to mind a situation where you had equanimity. It doesn't have to be a big deal, just any hard situation from the past week that you handled with grace and a balanced mind. Where did this event take place? Who else was there? Let the experience come alive for you in your mind. And now, how did it feel in your body when you were equanimous? Bring your attention into your body and tap into that feeling now. For me, I sense a feeling in the low belly, in the Dantian area. So I'm going to breathe in deeply into my abdomen, have my abdomen serve as my anchor for this practice. Establishing a foundation of strength, the base of my spinal cord. Allowing yourself to experience the qualities of feeling grounded and calm. Feeling the equanimity in the pelvis, in the low belly. Getting to know what equanimity feels like in your body. Taking a few deep breaths into the low belly, really cultivating and growing this feeling of equanimity, of inner strength. Grounded and balanced and calm. And now bring to mind the situation of your cancer diagnosis and treatment, the circumstance that may be having a hard time accepting and you don't have equanimity. There's a lot of resistance. You wish the circumstance was different. And now notice how you feel inside the body when you think of this circumstance. Perhaps there's a constriction or a contraction, let's say in the gut, or maybe a tension in the shoulders. There's no right or wrong. We're just noticing, how do you feel when you think about your cancer diagnosis? And now notice if anything changes in the way that you feel when you say the following phrase. So say this in your mind like a mantra. Things are as they are. May I accept things just as they are. It's probably hard to say at first, but just give it a try, continuing to repeat that mantra. Things are as they are. May I accept things just as they are. Things are as they are. May I accept things just as they are. So not wishing that you were a different stage, or a different part of your treatment journey. Just accepting things exactly as they are in this moment. Things are as they are. May I accept things just as they are. If you'd like, you can bring both hands to your dantian, so just underneath the belly button. Cultivating equanimity here. Things are as they are. May I accept things just as they are. Continuing to breathe deeply into the abdomen. Repeating the mantra in the mind. Things are as they are. May I accept things just as they are. Again, accepting it is not condoning it. You're not saying it's okay. You're not saying it's right or wrong. Just accepting. Things are as they are. I accept things just as they are. Gently and lovingly repeat this phrase in your mind over and over again. And notice any changes in your mood, any changes in sensations in the body. Things are as they are. I accept things just as they are. And trust me, I know your thinking mind is going to resist and say, no, 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 don't accept it. But just give it a try. Just notice what happens to your nervous system when you say the phrase, things are as they are. I accept things just as they are. Just noticing. Repeating the mantra over and over again, cultivating equanimity in the low belly, deep inner strength to handle this very challenging circumstance. with grace. And if your mind starts to wander and go into thoughts or stories, just gently bring it back to the mantra. Things are as they are. I accept things just as they are. Continue that practice for another few minutes. Just noticing what's happening in the body and mind. Even if there are no changes, that's also perfectly okay. We aren't forcing anything. To be mindful is simply to notice whatever is here in the present moment with openness, curiosity, and acceptance. Things are as they are. I accept things just as they are. Continue for another couple minutes. Continuing to breathe. Repeating the mantra just one more time. Things are as they are. May I accept things just as they are. And even if you don't believe it quite yet, believe that phrase. It's okay. We're just doing the practice and noticing how we feel. Keeping the eyes closed, here are some other equanimity phrases that could be helpful. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. It is what it is. It is what it is. I let go of control. I let go of control. I accept this and let it be. I accept this and let it be. I will get through this. I will get through this. I am committed to handling this circumstance with grace. I am committed to handling this circumstance with grace. In the last couple of minutes of the meditation, just go ahead and repeat any last phrase that really resonates for you. Remembering that every time you repeat the phrase, you're cultivating a little more equanimity. You are honing the skill of being non-reactive during a challenge. Honing the skill of non-reactivity so that you suffer less and you're able to be more effective and operate from your prefrontal cortex. You are rewiring your brain to be more accepting, less reactive, and expanding your ability to handle this incredible challenge with grace. You got this. Continue repeating the phrase in your mind. And now go back to that first scenario where you felt equanimity. And then bring these qualities of strength and grace into your cancer circumstance. You've already demonstrated your ability to be equanimous in the first scenario. So now imagine yourself handling this cancer circumstance with a balanced, non-reactive mind. Imagine yourself going in for your infusions with an even keel. Imagine yourself preparing yourself for radiation or surgery with a trusting, accepting mindset. Your mind is so powerful. When your mind is relaxed and non-reactive, it sends the signal to all of your cells in your body that, hey, we got this. It's okay. You're safe with me. And then all of the cells in your body relax, shift into the parasympathetic, and then your body is able to heal more effectively. Your body is able to heal more effectively. But again, it starts with your own mindset. Shifting from your amygdala to your prefrontal cortex with this equanimity practice sends the signal to all the cells in your body that they are in good hands and they are safe enough to heal. Keeping both hands at your abdomen, taking a few deep breaths to allow this essence of grace and equanimity to spread throughout the body. Feeling the energy of strength filling up your legs. Feeling the light of grace filling up your chest and your heart, your arms. Feeling the quality of ease just permeate through your neck, face, and head. Your entire body is emanating ease and grace. Taking in a deep breath and just bathing in this beautiful light of equanimity. You so got this. So got this. And feeling your feet on the ground. and feeling your seat on the cushion or the chair. Be bringing a little movement to your torso, forward and back, little circles. Taking one last deep breath, inhale through the nose and exhale out the mouth. And when you're ready, you can gently open your eyes. And take a moment to write in the comments, how do you feel? How does your mind feel? How does your body feel? And also write in the comment, what was your biggest takeaway from this practice? I want to assure you that it'll take several times to really drop into acceptance, especially with a cancer diagnosis. I know for me, I did the equanimity practice for months before I could really drop into a mindset of acceptance and release any resistance and just say, okay, this is what's happening. This is where I'm at. And it felt like a miracle that once I dropped into that mindset of equanimity, my reactivity reduced and my suffering greatly reduced. So even if you didn't feel that equanimity today, remember that's completely natural, but just continue this practice. And little by little, you'll feel that equanimity and that inner strength begin to develop. Thank you so much. So many blessings. All the best to you.